Is, Jen is still leading in the overall medals, 97 to China's 78. But the Chinese still lead Team USA by 4. They have 35 gold medals. The United States has 31.
Okay, let's talk gold. And speaking of that, when you said Alex earlier, I thought you meant maybe Alex Kleinman of Manhattan Beach and April Ross of Costa Mesa, 2 SoCal ladies who just won a gold medal.
Yeah, they beat Australia 2-0 to bring home the gold medal there. It's funny because Team USA has Australia's number. In less than 48 hours, the U.S. has faced Australia in the women's basketball quarterfinals, the men's basketball semifinals, the women's soccer bronze medal game, and then the beach volleyball game. And they've beaten Australia in all of those, Jeff.
Okay, so I have, not only is my new overnight editor from Australia, but I have a listener from Australia named Jace who listens every morning to Wake Up Call. I got a tweet from him that said, "Good morning, JJL. Please don't talk about beach volleyball at the Olympics. I don't wish to hear about it." And I thought, gee, Jace, I wonder why. But the women's volleyball, I mean, this is an incredible team. Good for them. And then we have another chance at gold, right, when it comes to women's basketball.
2. We have a chance at least 2 more in basketball because the men are going to face the French tomorrow. On Sunday, the women will be facing Japan. Japan just beat France on the women's side in the last 10 minutes or so. The women, by beating Serbia today, they extend their winning streak to 54 games at the Olympic level, all the way back to 1990. So if they win 55, that means they win a gold medal. Let's see what happens on Sunday. That's right before the closing ceremony.
Okay, let's talk about the closing ceremony. What can we expect?
Don't know. The IOC has not been clear about it. One thing we do know is that there will be some mention or some commemoration of Hiroshima. Today was the actual anniversary of the bombing of Hiroshima. And Japanese media here have been asking the IOC about that. Are you going to do anything, a moment of silence today? And when the IOC has said no, there will be a portion of the closing ceremony that will examine Hiroshima all these years later.
Oh, interesting. All right, we'll be watching for that then. And what happens with you now, Jim, and you and all these other reporters who have been there for all these weeks now? You just pack up your stuff and go home?
Pretty much, yeah. I'm gonna go watch the basketball game tomorrow. I'm gonna attend the closing ceremony on Sunday night, and that's it. Pack up the bag and be gone on Monday morning. Finally get back to Dallas sometime Tuesday, I think.
Well, I have heard from a number of people how much fun your reports have been, and I have enjoyed them so much. So I hope you cover the Olympics again in 4 years. We can do it again.
Hey, you know what? Beijing has the Winter Olympics in like 2 years now.
Oh, that's
and
true.
Paris is 3 years from now, yeah. So who knows?
All right. Well, then I will talk to you in Beijing.
All right.
All right. Jim, have a safe trip back. Thanks again for all your hard work.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
See you later. This is KFI and KOSTHD2 Los Angeles. Jeff Baugh, you are one of the people who has complimented all of the reports from Jim. He's just fun. He's just into it. It's you know, when you have a reporter like him who's actually at the games and loves it and loves being there, it shines through.
Oh, by all means. It's really been exciting to listen. I get carried away sometimes, and I'll be listening to it, and I go, oops, I got to do a traffic report here. So it's been a lot of fun. Good morning to all. As a matter of fact, Jennifer, as I speak to you and everybody else driving around here, we're coming right up over the KFI compound.
Oh, hello.
Hello, hi. Boy, that building to the east of you is getting bigger and bigger. But you're about to get covered with the marine layer. Boy, the basin is just completely covered. It looks like the ocean. I'm looking through the Coanga Pass right now, the south, all covered up. We went out to the West San Fernando Valley, slow down, Joe, to take a look at traffic, and the 101 is just fine, really. So is the 134 as we come up over Warner Brothers now, but both sides are doing quite well. I do want to give you a heads up. We'll try and find out what's going on here, but South 101 around the East Island interchange, going South 101 to South 5, and then the South 110, just south of the 4 level, might be something going on there, a little slowing coming up here and there, but other than that, boy, all of the San Fernando Valley is looking pretty good, as is most of LA, Orange County, even coming through the Cajon Pass. Not bad this morning. Injured in an accident, visit superwomansuperlawyer.com. Jeff Baugh, KFI in the sky.
Get sizzling solar savings now with Semper Solaris, your local veteran-owned solar and battery storage contractor. Being veteran-owned matters. Here's veteran, founder, and owner Kelly Shawhan.
In the military, when you give your word, it just is your word. Work hard and keep your word. That's what we do every single day. Everybody did exactly what they said they were going to do, and that really impressed me. I heard about Semper Solaris and found out that they were veterans, so I knew they were going to do the job right.
Declare your energy independence. Choose solar panels made in America. We get the job done right with esprit de corps and honor. Add Tesla Powerwall and prepare for blackouts. Grab the federal 26% solar and battery tax credit. No interest or payments until 2022. Call 415-354-2969. 415-354-2969. Or visit sempersolaris.com.
26% federal tax credit based on eligibility. Consult your tax advisor. Cannot be combined with any other offers. On approved credit. New customers only. Some restrictions apply. Expires 8/31/21. CSLB number 978152.
Imagine if the first ever way we did things just became the way forever. Like, what if we never replaced the telegraph? L-O-L. Ridiculous, right? Well, that's what happened with home selling. So we at Open Door invented a new way. One where you sell directly to us and skip the listings, showings, and other hassles of selling the traditional way. Get your free offer today at opendoor.com/myoffer. Sell your home the new-fashioned way. Open Door. Open Door is represented by Open Door Brokerage Inc. License 0206-1130 in California and Open Door Brokerage LLC in other markets.
SoCal weather from KFI. Another sunny, hot one. Temperatures will range from the 70s at the beaches, mid-80s, low 90s for Metro LA and OC, upper 90s, and right at 100 for the valleys in the IE. More of this for tomorrow. Few degrees cooler on Sunday, and we're back into triple digits again next week. We lead local. Live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom, I'm Jennifer Jones-Lee. This has been your Friday wake-up call. Handle on the news with Wayne starts now.
Handle on the news.
KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. So Bill Handel's showing? He's still recovering from surgery? All right. Good morning, Jen. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. Happy Friday.
And to you.
I love that song. Puts you in the mood.
There's a tremendous number of things that have to be organized at this console this morning. Just bear with me a second. All right. Nope.
Wayne and I joke, what goes on in this place overnight? Like there's a giant party that we weren't invited to.
Basically, apparently every night, a group of rabid aardvarks are released into the studio, and they just cause havoc for a while, and then they go their merry way. All right, whatever, it doesn't matter. So the show's gonna suck today all day. Just be warned. Good morning, Tyler.
Good morning, Wayne.
Good morning, Morgan. Howdy. So there's a guy named Stan.
Hi, Stan.
No.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah. Something like this has never happened to me before. I'm at Trader Joe's, and I hear a woman yell, "Stan! Over there!" Okay. I've just arrived at the frozen fruit section.
Okay.
I'm looking at my options. I hear the woman yell, "Stan! Over there!" Whatever. The next thing happens, someone is moving my cart away from me. I look, and there's some guy, probably in his late 60s, and he's pulling my cart away. Oh, it was Stan. And then he comes around the other side of me and literally tries to wedge me completely out of the way. This is very aggressive. My mind is going, what the hell is happening, right? And I piece it together fairly quickly that, and this may be wrong, by the way, but I piece together fairly quickly that Stan, and forgive me for now devolving into like 1950s TV sitcom cliche talk, okay? I'm sorry. I quickly discern that poor Stan is a hen-pecked husband whose wife yells at him all the time that when she yelled, "Stan, over there," this was shorthand in the marriage for "Stan, the frozen fruit is over there. You better get some immediately or the rolling pin is coming down on your skull when we get home." And poor Stan, frightened for his very life, in a blind panic, had tunnel vision on getting that bag of frozen berry medley fast enough to placate his shrew of a wife.
Wow.
So I look at him and I go, "Stan, maybe you have to be afraid of her, but I'm not afraid of her. You're going to have to wait a second."
You stood up to Mrs. Stan?
No, not really. If you think about it, I kind of took it out on him too.
Poor Stan.
Well, he was the one. She doesn't have the guts to fight her own battles for frozen fruit.
I mean, it was the berry medley, though. It's not like it was straight up strawberry or something.
It's poor Stan to do her dirty work. Because the truth is, I know I said I'm not scared of her. You're going to have to wait. I was a little scared. I was a little bit scared of her. All right, let's start handle on the news, please. Jeff Jones, Lee, and me. Lead story. California now will require all healthcare workers, that's about 2.2 million of them, and lawn care workers included in that number, to be fully vaccinated by September 30th. Last month, Governor Newsom was talking about, we'll do the thing where you have a choice. Healthcare workers, you can get the vaccination or you can submit to weekly testing. Well, now, this is an order from the Department of Public Health. And it doesn't give them a choice. There will be exceptions for the religious belief or the medical excuse. And that's it.
Same thing goes for LA County Court employees. They could be fired if they don't get a full vaccination. So they sent this letter yesterday to 5,000 staffers and said that they will be required to provide proof of vaccination no more than 45 days after the FDA gives its final approval to one of the vaccines. So there is a little wait time here.
Yeah.
Because although I think it's Pfizer that they said that they were going to give the final approval to, it's expected by Labor Day, if not a little bit sooner.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when I say time's ticking, I mean it's ticking fast.
Could be like by the end of October they'll have to be vaccinated or bye-bye. And also LA community colleges are going to require either vaccination or regular COVID tests for students and faculty. Think about this. Does that mean every day you show up for a class? Like if you have a class on Tuesday, you have to show up with a recent COVID test, and then when you come back on Thursday, you have to show up with another one?
Possibly, and if that's the case, that could be their tactic. That it would become so cumbersome and such a pain in the butt that you'd go, fine, just give me the jab so I don't have to do this every year.
Yeah.
The U.S. plans to give extra COVID-19 shots to at-risk Americans. So this is somebody with a compromised immune system or something like that. And so we heard the World Health Organization last week say, hey, we don't want to give these booster shots to anybody yet until everybody has their first shot. The U.S. is doing its own thing. It's saying, no, in fact, we are going to give some booster shots because we've got to make sure these people whose immune systems are compromised stay safe.
Yeah, and as the world waits for more vaccines, Novavax, remember them? They're working on a vaccine. Kind of forget about them. They said they're going to delay asking the FDA for emergency use authorization until later this year. And then shares fell by 10%.
Well, CNN is kind of following in the footsteps of all of these other agencies in California who have said, don't get the vaccine and you're out. CNN fired 3 staffers for coming into the office while unvaccinated. Apparently the network's got a zero tolerance policy for being unvaccinated. And so it says we were made aware of the 3 employees. All have been terminated. And the memo said, let me be clear, we have a zero tolerance policy on this, and apparently they do.
Wait for the first lawsuit, though, from somebody.
Of course.
And finally, in vaccine-related news, Uber says they are requiring vaccines for their corporate employees, but they will not require them for their drivers. They sort of have a point from a logistics standpoint, especially since they don't want to consider those drivers employees.
Right.
So that's a problem. If they mandate it, then the drivers go, boy, sure seems like you're treating us like employees.
Sure.
And also, there's hundreds of thousands of these drivers all over the country. How would they even follow through on the requirement?
Plus, each state has different requirements.
Yeah. All right. Let's get a news update, Jennifer Jones-Lee, and then we'll move forward with more Handle on the News right here on KFI AM 640, live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Governor Newsom is welcoming a move by the feds to advance electric vehicle sales. The new federal goal is inspired by California, which signed an agreement with 5 major auto manufacturers in 2019 to advance clean vehicle standards nationwide. Employers in the U.S. have added more than 900,000 jobs in July. The Labor Department says 943,000 jobs were added last month. Economists say that's more than the 860,000 they were expecting. And the star from the hit TV show Friends is standing by her decision to cut out some of her own friends because of the pandemic. Jennifer Aniston admits she cut people out of her life because they weren't vaccinated against COVID-19. We're watching your drive on the 101 with VKFI in the sky next.
Neil Saavedra here. About 3 years ago, my wife and I called American Vision Windows. They installed gorgeous French doors for us, changed the flow of our home, added architectural appeal. The next project they're doing, our kitchen windows. We can't wait. Their work is meticulous. It's outstanding. I recommended them to my brother, Craig, and now he and his family have a lovely window and case patio. Added 150 sunny square feet to their home. We all know Bill and Kathleen's story. They had a horrible experience replacing their own windows. They started their own company. Fast forward 20 years later, they continue to beautify homes like mine with personal care, complete professionalism, and attention. CSLB number 778326 gives you and your home the gift of light, warmth, and beauty. Trust the window company my family trusts. American Vision Windows. You'll see the difference. Call American Vision Windows today for that free estimate. 888-226-9908. That's 888-226-9908. Or for specials, visit AmericanVisionWindows.com.
Running out of hot water? Don't wait until you have an emergency. Save with this summer special. A 40-gallon replacement for $17.99 at WaterHeatersOnly.com. Specializing in water heaters since 1968. WaterHeatersOnly.com. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply.
SoCal weather from KFI. Sunny today with highs from the low 70s to the low 100s. This report is brought to you by Water Heaters Only. Let's take a look at that drive on the 101.
You betcha. Well, I'm going to have to wait a little while for this marine layer to burn off. Has been here for a while, but boy, it's covered most of the basin. The 101 again coming through the Quango Pass, leaving the San Fernando Valley, I should say, through the Quango Pass all the way to downtown. A little bit of an issue when you get south of the 4 level, especially if you're headed to Union Station, the extra train down there. South 101 to Alameda is supposed to be a little bit of activity, and even a little farther south now. If you keep going, and down to the East LA interchange itself, South 101 to South 5 merge, little lane block there causing a little bit of slowing. Driving through Gardena, northbound 110, before you get up to the 105 around Roan Spread, somebody's car is on fire, so watch for some fire department activity. Neither one of these are major delays, but just something to watch for. And then coming through Orange County, the Golden West on-ramp to the northbound 405. CHP is on the way to check out a call there, so just be careful going through. The drive itself, main line, is really not too bad for this time in the morning. I think it'll be okay. Injured in an accident, visit Superwoman, superlawyer.com. Jeff Bond, KFI in the sky.
This report is sponsored by Mercury Insurance. Here's a quick tip to save some cash. Switch to Mercury Insurance. Californians save an average of $677 with Mercury. The sooner you switch, the sooner you'll save. Get a fast free quote today at MercuryInsurance.com. That's MercuryInsurance.com.
Hey, if you want to sell your house or condo fast and easy, call Seller's Advantage or buy your home as is for cash. With Seller's Advantage, there are no realtor fees or commissions, no escrow fees, no repairs needed, no open houses, no strangers walking through your home. They buy your house or condo for cash. David and Doug from Seller's Advantage just bought a house from one of our KFI listeners. The owner wanted to sell the house. He met with a couple of real estate agents, and then he went with Seller's Advantage. He compared the numbers. Well, he went with Seller's Advantage. Smart KFI listener. He ended up with the same money, same bottom line, and no repairs, no headaches, no open houses, no hassle. He says working with Seller's Advantage was the easiest real estate transaction he has ever completed. If you're considering selling your home, call Seller's Advantage and see how much your home is worth. BRE number 01961658. Call now for your free quote. Call 888-321-AS-IS. Call 888-321-AS-IS. That's 888-321-AS-IS. Or go to sellersadvantage.com.
Hey, it's Jerry Hoffman. Let's talk about your Medicare coverage. Scan Health Plan is for people with Medicare. Now more than ever, it's important to have comprehensive coverage when you need it most. If you're new to Medicare, have both Medicare and Medi-Cal, or have been diagnosed with certain chronic conditions, you may qualify to enroll in Scan Now. Call Scan at 1-855-370-7226. TTY 711, or ask your agent about Scan.
Scan Health Plan is an HMO plan with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in Scan Health Plan depends on contract renewal.
What makes one head of lettuce better than another? At Ralph's, we take scrutinizing freshness to a whole new level, where only the best of the best will do. That means not every leafy green leaves the field, and not every grape makes the grade. So when you shop Ralph's, you know it's not just fresh, it's fresher than fresh. Ralph's, fresh for everyone.
Now it's even easier to save on your favorites with delivery and free pickup. Just visit Ralphs.com or the app today. Restrictions apply. Ralphs, fresh for everyone.
Hope lives here in California, but during these challenging times, we could all use a little extra support. Visit calhope.org for free COVID-19 emotional support resources, or call our warm line at 1-833-317-4673.
Prime members take full advantage of peak tomato season and explore the wide variety at Whole Foods Market. This week, get beautiful organic heirloom tomatoes for $2.99 a pound through August 10th, while supplies last. Learn more on the Whole Foods Market app.
I love a good movie or TV series, but it seems like every show has content that makes our family squirm, like profanity or graphic violence. That's why we use VidAngel, an amazing technology that lets us stream movies and TV with control over the content. VidAngel lets you customize the settings so you can seamlessly skip and mute the hard stuff. So stop squirming and go to getvidangel.com. Use the code RADIO1 and you can try a month of VidAngel for only $1.
If you've been avoiding the dentist for years because you have dental anxiety, or you're afraid of getting bad news about your teeth because it's been so many years, here's a solution. Cunning Dental specializes in people who are afraid of the dentist, people that need major work from years of dental neglect. They can do all your dental work while you sleep. They'll put you in a gentle twilight sleep or give you full anesthesia and repair years of neglect in 1 or 2 appointments. You wake up to a beautiful new smile. It's a dental treatment done without anxiety. And they'll do dental implants, crowns, root canals, smile makeovers, new permanent teeth in a day, all that. They've rebuilt smiles for over 52 years. 4 generations of dentistry. $500 off on any sleep treatment. You can ask sleep through any procedure. Offer expires August 31st. Restrictions apply. Call 888-640-SMILE. 888-640-SMILE. 888-640-SMILE.
Cutting dental, simply the fix. Cutting dental, simply the fix.
As a legal separation, which happened a while ago, did the court determine that you paid her any amount of money?
No.
Income-wise, did she make approximately what you did, or a lot less, or more?
More.
Carl, as a matter of fact, if she made substantially more, you can go for spousal support.
You know, I thought about that, but I'm not that type of person.
Okay, well, but I am like 2 in a heartbeat, but you're going to be fine. She's not going to get a dime.
Handle on the Law. Tomorrow morning at 8 on KFI.
More stimulating talk.
If you're injured and need a lawyer, go to handleonthelaw.com.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Good morning, it's the Bill Handel Show. He is still recovering from that surgery, and we will have an update on his situation at 9 o'clock this morning. We're doing Handel on the News, Jennifer Jones-Lee and me.
And the FAA is urging airports to stop alcohol to try and help put an end to this recent spike of unruly passengers. That's kind of a big part of going to the airport.
Drinking?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I don't drink at airports because It's too expensive for crappy alcohol.
Oh, God, yeah.
But I didn't realize this was going on, that the restaurants and the bars in the airports have been letting people take their alcohol to go.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So somebody can load up on beers or cocktails, then either go sit in the terminal and get plastered, or, depending on how they're packaging it, they're taking it on the plane with the alcohol. Sure. And so the FAA thinks this is at least part of what's causing this spike in unruly passengers, and it probably is.
And I wonder if they're still doing that, you know, buy a beer, get a shot for, you know, whatever, $4. So you buy the $15 beer, and then you get the shot for $4. And all that ends up doing is, so you're putting down $20, and you're getting a shot in a beer, shot in a beer, shot in a beer.
But the FAA can't force the restaurant in the airport not to do it.
Because that's where they make all their money, too.
Yeah. Alcohol is big business.
Yeah.
So President Biden signed that bill awarding the Congressional Gold Medals to the Capitol Police, the Metropolitan Police Department. There's going to be 4 of them, and they're going to be on display, one at the police headquarters for the Capitol Police, one at the Metro PD, at the Capitol, and at the Smithsonian Institution. One of the rare, truly nonpartisan things that any Congress in the last 50 years has done is passing that legislation to award those gold medals.
Well, Apple says it's rolling out this new software update this fall that will allow the company to detect images of sexual abuse that are stored on your either Apple device or in the cloud. And, of course, critics are like, whoa, that's way Big Brother, and what happens if something gets flagged that isn't? You know, what if it's not child porn, and all of a sudden I'm being investigated for having some sort of pornography on my phone or in the cloud or whatever? Apple claims that this new software has a 1 in a trillion chance of an image being incorrectly flagged. But there's still somebody out there who's going to be that 1 in a trillion, I guess.
Here's what's going to happen. Maybe at 7, I'm going to get into this, because a lot of the reporting has just been awful as far as what they're actually doing and how it's going to work and where they're getting the information that they're going to use to populate the database and all of it. So I think given how it's a headline everywhere, and so many people have Apple devices, I know the Android people, you can listen and just pat yourselves on the back that you won't have to deal with this problem, at least not yet. But in fact, I am going to call that audible. We'll do this right at 7 o'clock to at least, and I don't know if it's going to make people feel any better about it, but at least kind of a better understanding of exactly what this all means in terms of your phone. And also, what is all you always see on one weird tip? This one weird tip will prevent this from even happening on your phone.
Yes.
All right. Britney Spears' lawyer is doing his job. Finally, she has a lawyer who actually gives a fib about her, and he has filed a motion to expedite the hearing to get Jamie Spears, her father, out of the conservatorship. There is a hearing scheduled, I think, September 29th, and he's filed something saying, no, we got to move it up, because this guy's mismanaging her money, depleting her wealth, and every single day that goes by, there's irreparable harm happening to her. Now, whether the judge will grant it, I don't know, but it definitely looks like she does finally have a true advocate for her. Let's get a news update from you, Jen. What do you think?
I think let's do it.
All right, and then if you like South Park, oh boy, are you going to love the next story in Handle on the News. This is KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
LA County Health Director Barbara Ferrer says while cases of COVID-19 remain high, the rate of new cases seems to be leveling out. Ferrer says the number of people in a hospital with the virus also remains high at nearly 1,300.
The rate of hospitalization is 19 times higher in LA County among people not fully vaccinated than it is among fully vaccinated people.
Ferrer says 96% of all cases in the county are the Delta variant. The Coast Guard has caught an illegal charter boat near Long Beach.
When inspectors boarded the 65-foot boat nicknamed Godfather, they say they found 26 paying passengers, but they didn't find a certificate of inspection or licensed captain. They also noted other violations last month, including the absence of a random drug screening for employees. Officials say they're ramping up inspections to prevent another catastrophe, like the unsafe charter boat Concepcion, which caught fire off the coast of Santa Cruz in 2019, killing 34 people. Steve Gregory, Kfi News.
The FDA is expected to recommend COVID-19 vaccine booster shots for vaccinated Americans who have a compromised immune system.
Many immunocompromised Americans have not had a good response to the vaccine, especially transplant and cancer patients and those on drugs that lower their immune response.
ABC's Andy Field says the recommendation could come within the next few weeks. The CDC says studies are still being done to see if everyone who's gotten the vaccine will need to get a booster shot in the next few months. Bikers are starting to arrive for the annual Sturgis Rally in South Dakota that kicks off this afternoon. There are concerns the large gathering of people could become a COVID-19 superspreader event. Spokeswoman for the rally, Christina Steele, says that's why the city has teamed up with South Dakota's Department of Public Health to hand out self-administered COVID test kits to people.
These are just little tests that you get that you take home. You still do the nose swab, but you have results within about 15 minutes.
Organizers are expecting about 500,000 people to show up for the rally over the next 10 days. And you can now buy a golden ticket.
A hotel in the UK is featuring a room with a Willy Wonka theme. The hotel reservation site Late Rooms and the Chocolate Box Hotel in Bournemouth, England, have teamed up to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Gene Wilder film. The room has flavored wallpaper, you're supposed to lick it, along with jars of gobstoppers, chocolates, and drinks. Yes, hot chocolate. The bathroom has chocolate-scented toiletries and a purple robe and slippers inspired by Wonka's blazer in the movie. For an extra cost, you can even request to have the bathtub filled with liquid chocolate. Making the theme complete, you enter your room with a key shaped like a golden ticket. Michael Crozier, KFI News.
Am I the only one who doesn't want to stay in a room where they encourage you to lick the wall? Is that just me, Jeff Bob?
Boy, I was laughing through that whole thing there. There's a commercial for a movie, I think it is, where somebody's looking out a window and the actress just turns away.
But in this, that's what's crazy. Like, I mean, especially in the age of COVID, go lick the wall. Come on over.
Exactly. It sounds like way too much fantasy there. We'll go to the 210 here. The West 210, again, we're dealing with the marine layer, and so we're used to a little bit. I don't think it's going to affect your drive, maybe except some of the higher elevations. But the West 210, boy, gets a good report. 15 to 57 to 605 to the Rose Bowl. Guess what? It's all pretty good. Enjoy for a change. Don't get carried away. Diamond Bar's okay. That South 57 West 60 merchant split. Getting a little slow going through there. Southern Orange County, the El Toro Y checks in real good. Seal Beach to LAX. Boy, that drive is good, but I just want to warn you, LAX is one happening place right now. It is really, really busy. Again, you always got to know where you're going before you get to the airport. It'll help you out to get there early. Injured in an accident, visit superwomansuperlawyer.com. Jeff Ball, KFI in the sky.
If you have missing or broken teeth, maybe you wear dentures, Cunning Dental can change your life with their new permanent teeth in a day procedure. And this is a once-in-a-lifetime decision. You owe it to yourself to go to the best. Cunning Dental, rebuilding smiles for over 52 years. Cunning Dental has created a new process whereby computers individually mill zirconia teeth. They are superior in strength and aesthetics. They are lightweight and natural, just like real teeth. You gotta see the difference. You can attend a free seminar next Saturday, August 14th in Irvine. Meet real patients learn all about new permanent teeth. Limited seating with social distancing. Reserve online at cunningdental.com. You call now, you get a free exam, x-ray, and CT scan, a $1,500 value, and $1,500 off the new permanent teeth. This expires August 31st and some restrictions apply. So call Cunning Dental, 888-640-SMILE, 888-640-SMILE. Cunning Dental, making smiles great since 1968.
Cunning Dental, simply the best. Cunning Dental, simply the best.
SoCal weather from KFI. Another sunny, warm one. We'll have lows today from the low to mid-70s at the coast, mid-80s to low 90s for Metro LA and OC, mid-90s to right at 100 for the valleys in the IE. Expect that same forecast tomorrow. Then we'll drop a couple of degrees on Sunday, but then we could see more triple digits inland next week. We lead local. Live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom, I'm Jennifer Jones-Lee.
At Sit and Sleep, we know that people are experts at lots of things. Doctors are experts at medicine. Chefs are experts at cooking. And moms, well, they're experts at everything.
Right, Dad. But there's one thing practically nobody's an expert in. How to shop for the right mattress. Because at Sit and Sleep, we know shopping for a mattress isn't something you do every day, or even every 8 years.
That's why inside every Sit and Sleep, you'll find highly trained mattress experts with an average of 10 years experience who know everything about mattresses that you don't.
Then we go one step further by giving our mattress experts bed match technology that scientifically analyzes your body's unique support needs and recommends just the right mattress for you.
It's a winning combination that's helped millions of Southern Californians get the deep, restful sleep that's so critical to helping you feel your best every day.
So for expert advice about your next mattress, trust your sleep to Sit and Sleep.
I'm an expert at other things besides mattresses.
Like what, Dad?
Screaming free! Swan dive or cannonball, backyard or beach. Meet Hampton Water, the world's favorite rosé. Born in France, raised in the Hamptons, ready to be enjoyed anywhere, no matter what the occasion. Hampton Water. Make a splash. Rosé responsibly.
Hey, this is Mo Kelly from KFI AM 640. You've heard that the COVID-19 vaccines are effective. Now let's talk about how they actually work. Think of a vaccine as a boot camp for your immune system. It imitates COVID-19 so that your body can learn to fight it. If you're exposed to the real virus in the future, your immune system will know how to protect you. So let's get you vaccinated. Let's get to immunity. Visit myturn.ca.gov to find walk-in sites near you or call 833-422-4255. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
Prime members take full advantage of peak tomato season and explore the wide variety at Whole Foods Market. This week, get beautiful organic heirloom tomatoes for $2.99 a pound through August 10th, while supplies last. Learn more on the Whole Foods Market app.
For official rules and more information about contests on this station, go to KFIAM640.com/rules.
Live and local.
KFI AM 640.
An iHeart radio station.
KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeart Radio app. It is the Bill Handel Show. He is recovering from heart valve replacement surgery. We'll get an update on his situation at 9 o'clock this morning. At 7 o'clock, let's break down behind the headlines that Apple is now going to scan all of our phones looking for child pornography. Kind of, not exactly, and there's a simple way to avoid it if you're that squeamish about it. Let's continue handle on the news. Jennifer Jones-Lee and me, and Jennifer, I will respect your authority.
Yes, you will. And the creators of South Park have signed a new deal with Viacom CBS that will pay them more than $900 million over the next 6 years. This is one of the richest deals in TV history. So Trey Parker and Matt Stone say they'll use the money to make new episodes of South Park for Comedy Central. And so they say the first project under the new deal will be a movie set in the world of South Park that will debut sometime before the end of the year.
There's going to be 14 South Park movies under this deal. Actually, I now feel like I need to double check that. I'm working from memory. All right, I'm being told it's accurate. Yeah, 14 South Park movies plus 5 more seasons of the show. That is a tremendous amount of money. That'll make that will bring them to 30 seasons of doing South Park.
I know. It's not that I sit down to watch South Park. It's not like I go, oh hey, it's 8 o'clock on whatever. But it's a time suck, and it's kind of cringeworthy sometimes. Like I sit down, I'm watching it and I'm like, oh, that's awful, or oh, I can't believe they said that. But it's train wrecky because I keep watching. I almost think I watch to see how much worse and offensive it's going to get.
Well, they are super aggressive about, quote, going there.
Oh yeah.
And they always have been, and now that they're so established, they really can do anything.
Yeah.
And I don't see any mechanism that will ever, rise up in opposition or in being offended by something that's happening on South Park that could ever threaten them. They will make South Park until they don't want to anymore, and that will be the only reason. So, hey, look, good for them, right? You know, what's the negative side of this story? There isn't one, except from people who are flat out jealous that nobody wants to pay you $900 million to do whatever you do.
And let's be honest, if you make a South Park episode, that's huge. Whether it's good or bad, whether they're, teasing you for whatever your thing happens to be, whether it was, John Travolta and Tom Cruise and the whole Scientology, that kind of thing. Whatever it is, it's still fun, and it still puts your name out there. It's still publicity for you. I mean, again, win-win.
Yeah. Oh, you want to see Hamilton when it opens at the Pantages, and you're not a rich person? Well, they're going to have a digital lottery where they will be giving people a chance to win a chance to buy $10 tickets to see Hamilton. I guess it'll be online, and it'll run each week for the next week's performances. There will be 40 tickets at the $10 price per performance, so you enter. There's an official Hamilton app. I didn't know that.
Of course there is.
And, or you can visit the website for the show, and there you go. Now, if you're going to enter this and you get the chance to buy a $10 ticket, just know it's Pantages. You're going to have to be vaccinated and show proof when you show up. But they're going to crash the servers when this lottery opens up for $10 Hamilton tickets.
Tyler mentioned earlier, too, that if it's like the ones that they've had before, because this isn't the first time that they've had the $10 tickets, but they want front row seats in that lottery.
I don't know if they're going to do that this time, but I know that a lot of times, yes.
Yeah.
When expensive ticketed, hard to get the ticket shows do this kind of thing, they make a point of making them the best seats in the house. Whether the Pantages is going to do that as well, I don't know, but yeah.